Hi guys, this is Hecatehoney. Woo, it's been a while. So I wanted to jump on and just have a little chat about the last couple weeks and then this weekend. This weekend was really fucking crazy. Sorry, really kind of crazy. And not because like the obvious reasons, but there was a timeline jump. There was something, I don't know if we entered a different portal, but I've been feeling it. Like I woke up, I think Sunday with that. And, you know, not to mention like the retrogrades and some of those tense astrological events that are happening right now. With the last couple weeks, it's been kind of crazy. I don't know about you, but I've talked to like a lot of people and everyone's kind of in the same boat. Like there's been a lot of shadowy, tense density. And like for instance, I really feel like there's a lot of shadow work that's coming up for people that's becoming apparent to ourselves. For instance, I had an experience Saturday night where I got in a fight, an argument, not a fight, an argument with a family member, and I hadn't, like, we don't have that kind of relationship, and it was intense, and it made me go back to definitely some childhood thoughts, inner child, teenager feelings, and really just kind of, it really like wrecked my world it was like a big break there for a second. Like I really had to dial myself back. You know, I tried using all my tools in the argument to not go off, and I did anyway, which, you know, I was not happy to exhibit like that kind of anger, let alone like feed into it or yell or anything with someone I love. And so it was really interesting. I mean, I immediately made amends, but, you know, and had some thoughts on the matter. But it's funny because the week before that had been, well, actually the last couple weeks before that had been a real huge challenge in terms of, you know, there's a lot of changes going on in my life. Work's been a big change, and some people have kind of dropped out of my, and I don't want to say existence, but dropped out of my world, and like, you know, more than a couple, and not for like any random obvious reasons, like something happened, but so then there's tension at, you know, work and challenges, and I'm having to be really compassionate and loving, and even driving around, I feel like I've almost been hit a million times. People are very like distracted and aggressive and angry, and just kind of in this like they're right here with themselves, like they can only see themselves, and like I've been pretty easily able to glide through most of it until this weekend. Like it had been building and building, and then this weekend it just kind of went like, whoo, like exploded. And then I woke up Sunday morning feeling really different. Like things were different. I woke up with a sense of like there was the emotional hangover from the argument, but it was like I had found a new footing in confronting like that fear of having a conflict with this person. And then, which I know I've been walking on eggshells for a long time, and that's my cat. And then, you know, the next thing I felt was like satisfaction and just this excitement for life about what's going on. And she was sitting behind me. Say hi. And just like, I don't know, like a huge change and just like a comfort. Like a lot of fear was released, and I just am kind of walking through this really interesting time of having like hope and faith and, excuse me, and I'm just excited for what's to come. I don't know what's going to come, you know, and I have this excitement. I don't have like dread. I don't have fear. I have a faith in the universe, and that's like, I mean, I've had that for a while, but not to this extent. Like, there's just like a comfort right now. And then, you know, this week, it's been, people have still been really aggressive, but I've been in a totally different space. So I don't know if you're like that. Like, and then also, also physically, I've been really sore and exhausted. Sore as if I did shit, which I haven't done anything. I'm all in my wife beater. I've been pretty much like watching movies and writing and like, you know, I go to work and my brain is fried from all these challenges, these new things we're implementing, and then I come home. But so I haven't been like doing anything physically, but my body feels like I've been working out or something. And then my dreams have been filled with a lot of scenes like of other worlds. So I definitely feel like I'm traveling, but I wanted to talk to you and just see how everyone was feeling, and if you also had these experiences similar to mine of, like, you know, the what's been going on the last few weeks of ideas, old ideas of yours being challenged and having to work through like a new phase, like a new self, and doing the shadow work to uncover, you know, discover and discard, like to see what it is you really need to work on to be even freer. And if you don't know what shadow work is, I have another video posted about what shadow work is and how you can do some shadow work, you know, just some tips. And then timelines, like, I don't know if you have experience with timelines, but this book by Richard Bach called One makes me think of, is a really good explanation of timelines. And he's a man, and his wife, him and his wife, you know, they go move through this book, but each choice leads you into a different timeline. So he has this multiple framework of timelines where every different choice that he's had to make has led to like a different outcome. And I feel like as a collective, we do that as well. Like, as a collective, we move through a space, and maybe even, you know, I liken it to different dimensions. And so we might have jumped like to a different dimensions timeline. Like, I feel like we moved up, and that our bodies and our spirits are having to compensate. And that can definitely make, and maybe that's what all the aggression is coming from too. And a lot of the, say, discombobulated feelings and people feeling disoriented, and the shadow work coming up because we're being asked to ascend, to rise to a higher dimension, right? To a more awakened state as a collective. And I like it. That's what I feel like. So timelines as a like we have our own individual timelines, but I feel like as a collective, and I don't know about like the whole planet, or I really feel like the Earth though is almost like heating up and ascending, and it's forcing her inhabitants to also do the same. Or there's just like a collective of us, which I can't say, you know, either way. I mean, I feel like I have my own collective of people, where even people I haven't really talked to in a while have been reaching out to me, and we've talked, and that's amazing. And so it's just this changing of the timeline. So I feel like we've ascended, we've kind of come into a new portal of understanding. And if you have the same feelings I've had in the last couple weeks, which I probably didn't explain this really well, that's another thing. My communication has been way off, as if we're in a Mercury retrograde. I was talking to my friend last night, and she said, are we a Mercury retrograde? And I'm like, no, not, you know, we're in the shadow. I think we're in the pre-shadow, because it goes retrograde at the end of the month. But we're also, I think Neptune, Pluto, and Saturn is in Pisces. All those are in retrograde. So, you know, look those up. I'm not the astrology girl for you, but there's a lot going on. And but I think it's all good stuff. And I know a lot of, like, some of my friends get in fear about, like, the political stuff, the political situations, which, you know, I've had those worries before too, but I also just do not want to entertain any fear about anything, because everything that's supposed to happen, everything that's going to happen is supposed to happen. There are no coincidences. We're all going to be in a synchronicity if we can accept whatever challenges we're supposed to face. And most of the time, what I've learned from, say, like my past experiences and from program is that, you know, it takes pain for us to grow. Hopefully it's not too painful, but you know, we're all growing in our own ways. We're all on our own individual journey, but we also have a collective journey, and that's why I do this, so I can share any of my experience or thoughts. And you know, even like my Reiki work, like I've just been feeling that more, like wanting to help people. And there's been so many synchronicities lately. And, you know, I don't know. I feel really blessed and really happy with where my life is right now, which is a big, huge change, because I wanted a lot of things to change, and nothing is really like changed externally, like in my work, but a whole bunch has changed internally. And, oh, and the last thing is, I know I've been like MIA. It seems like I go MIA when I'm going through stuff. And so I've been really working on this food addiction journey. I don't know if any of you have that issue, but it's like my last big and my very first addiction is the fixing with food, right? And so there's been so much shadow like work I've had to do as a result of that, and to really like question these long-standing beliefs and like go back to my inner child and my inner teenager, and really form a connection and connect with my feelings. And I've been crying a lot, and in a good way, all good ways, not because I'm like hurt or sad. It's just expressing. And you know, I am positive that, of course, I tried to not feel things by eating, even though I'm a quite feeling person, but maybe I'm even more so, and I've just had to let that out. And it's been like such a beautiful journey, because I've really gotten to, I feel like my heart has been like, psh, like burst open again, and I feel really blessed and lucky for that, which gives me more compassion and more ability to help and heal people, right? To be there for them, to show up for them, to use my Reiki and any of my other gifts that I have to like help people connect with themselves. So yeah, I don't know if you guys have been feeling all this, or if it's just me and a few of my friends, but yeah, important things is, I think we timeline we're going through a lot of shadow work with these retrogrades, and that we're just gonna, you know, keep on your journey and have faith that it's all gonna be okay, you know, and really it is. It's all gonna be okay, because whatever is supposed to happen is gonna happen, and we'll be ready to be in acceptance about it. And that was another huge thing, is acceptance, like, of what is, and not what I think things should be. And I've been able to like have a lot of grace around acceptance, which I'm really super grateful for. So anyway, I'm sure that probably didn't make any sense, but I'm gonna post it anyway in case someone needed to hear this message. So love you guys, and of course, like, share, and subscribe. And if you get a chance, check out my website, Hecatehoney.com. All my services are listed, and or if you want to get a hold of me. Okay, love you guys. Bye.